Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to October. Welcome to the Center of Peace. Welcome to those of you that are here joining us in person, and welcome to those who are joining us through technology. Gratitude for technology. We have a wonderful, amazing service in store for you today. I have everything written down so that I'll be able to keep us in the flow, on track. Won't be hogging the mic. Yes. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Rita Naylor. I'm a practitioner here at the Center of Peace. And joining us in sacred service this morning, we have starting us off, ringing our chakra bowl is Cynthia Banks. Holding consciousness, we have Jackie Jackson, Tanya Skeef, and Nia Nandi. Meditation are Deborah Napper. Treatment, birthday girl Callista Dorsey. For our reading, we have Alima. Prayer after service, Callista. Our online support, we have our practitioner, Patricia Watson. Always special gratitude to Al and Vernon on the 1, 2, 3s, and I believe Nicole. And also today assisting is Cynthia Banks. Our greeters today are Pamela and Arlene. Okay, my glasses have a glare. Okay, so we're going to get started, and I'm going to turn it over to Deborah Napper. Thank you.
Good morning, Center of Peace. I'm going to lead you in a guided meditation. You can close your eyes. You can relax. I want you to start with a couple of deep breaths in. I like to use a 5-second inhale and a 7-second exhale. So inhale for 5 seconds. And I want you to slowly blow that exhale out on a 7-second count. And when you do that, relax into the exhale. I want you to continue to repeat that process as I go into the reading for the meditation. And just relax and just listen to the words. I am going to read something about the God's benefit in healing, God's healing. One of the most important things to consider when choosing a job is the benefits that are offered by an employer. The employer talks about friends benefits, health benefits, dental benefits, maternity benefits, travel benefits, and others. A good question to ask whether you are applying for a job or maybe even considering an insurance policy is, what are the benefits? I like the definition for benefits. Anything contributing to an improvement in condition. A benefit should improve our condition. That's why we like all those benefits, because they make things better for us. Do you know that Spirit has benefits for his children? He does. There are benefits that really improve our conditions. Psalms 68:19 says, "Blessed be the Lord who loadeth us with benefits." Two of those benefits listed in Psalms: "Blessed the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgiveth all thy iniquities, who healeth all thy disease." Aren't those two wonderful benefits? to be forgiven, and to be healed. Would you ever work for someone and not accept their benefits? That wouldn't be very smart, would it? We never consider doing something like that in the natural sense. But I want you to know there are many people who refuse the benefits of the divine, of spirit, because they may believe they're not worthy. Some may believe they're not good, but that's not true. You were created. You were created from the substance of the divine. You're good. You're worthy. People will say to me, I don't believe it's God's will to heal everyone. Or I don't believe this is the dispensation for healing. But if you're not a child of God, one of the benefits of the relationship is healing for your physical body. Forget not all the benefits. He heals diseases. He heals our consciousness if we allow it. If we believe we're good and accept the good that is offered, good becomes a part of your life. Human nature is funny. Jesus walked upon the earth. The Pharisees didn't become upset over his healing of the sick. They became upset about his forgiveness of sins. That's a part of our healing process, learning to forgive others, forgive pains that have been imposed upon us, just or unjust, whether the person thought so or not. To let go of that pain allows us to live a more fuller, abundant, loving life, to look and focus on the good that comes to us. People don't become upset when they say that Jesus forgives sins, but mention that Jesus heals sickness, and they really get uptight, fighting against the full message, the entire good news of what God and his servants have given us to learn how to let go of sin, especially to ourselves. It starts with us first. That will allow us to let go of sin to others. So, healing is not something new, but we tend to forget it. God's healing begins in the Old Testament and flows through the New Testament. Healing is essential for our progression and ascension and development in life, and developing love, our heart muscle, being immersed in love that allows us to exalt ourselves and others in good and more good, because you're worthy of it. You're made from the divine. You are divine. So, sickness is not normal, whether it's mental or physical. Embrace the good of you being whole. You're being healthy. You are complete. You are worthy. Each day brings a new day, a new opportunity. Allow yourself to embrace that good. Allow yourself to know that you are loved, and as someone told me, lovable and loving. Feel that. Let it radiate through your mind, your body, every organ, every cell. Believe. Know you are good. Declare that you are good. It's the start of being good.
Today I set the intention. Today I set the intention on why this prayer is necessary. It is necessary for you to also set the intention of what it is that you're feeling within right now in this present moment. Because what I do know, that God is present. What I do know, that God is love, unconditional love. What I do know is that you are all loved, and lovable. I'm holding that high watch because I was created by the Creator. And the Creator created me to create. So in knowing this and knowing that the Creator continues to create the beautiful stars, the clouds, the wonderful rain, although sometimes the Creator is creating raindrops that are so fulfilling and so heavy that we consider it an error because it's too much. But no, when God creates, it's never too much. And neither are you too much, because you cannot only be who you are and the truth of who you are. So yes, today the prayer is for gratitude. Gratitude because I am so grateful that I said yes. And I'm so grateful that you said yes to be on this time, in this world, giving your gifts to each one that you come in contact with. Yes, today is a gratitude day. I continue to know who God is because of the relationship that I continue to have, knowing the truth. Because there are moments in life that you forget that relationship and you think you're all alone. But no, it cannot be, because there's a oneness that we are all a part of. And there can never be a separation from the Creator. It is impossible to be a separation because the Creator continues to give love. And it's only up to you to say, yes, I accept. And when you accept this love, you're able to continue to create love in the world, because that's your purpose. Yes, that's why we're here, only to love. And when you continue to love, you continue to know your truth. So I'm grateful. Yes, today I am. Today I realize a lesson in life is that in order to be in gratitude, you have to be a giving person, because you won't have the experience of gratitude if you haven't give somewhere within yourself or within other. Yes, this is a day that I can shout that I know who I am, and that's the only way that I can know who you are. So I ask that you go into gratitude, to be grateful for this service, to be grateful that you have a place where you can come and know that someone's going to show you love, no matter who you think you might be, because you forgot who you are. So yes, I am grateful. I am so grateful that I know that Reverend Tawana, as she live a balanced life of knowing that she has to step into the different places in her life and enjoy it because she's such a giving person. And I know she knows her truth, and I say thank you for her giving us her love. I also thank Michelle for loving her, and I thank Reverend Tawana for loving us. Sometimes the Creator speaks through you and you don't know why, but you accept it. So I am so grateful that Jerry said yes, because I believe Jerry said yes when she took the first breath. It's no coincidence that she is here, and I know that her words will allow me and everyone here to know how blessed you are. And I know this service continues to unfold in a divine order. It cannot do it any other way, because we are here. We are here to share who we are. Yes, gratitude is the place to be. So take that deep breath. And every time you take a breath, realize it comes effortlessly. And every time you take a moment to thank the Creator, because your heartbeat continues to come effortlessly. And whoever you are, when you look in the mirror and say, God, you did a fantastic job. You got to believe it yourself in order for you to continue to see it in others. So yes, I'm good today. I'm good because I know each one of you are good today. and I'm blessing you. And I say, take a breath and release. I am so grateful for this moment. I say thank you, Mother, Father, God, for allowing me to get out of the way and let the Spirit tell me what to say. And I don't take anything back that I say, because I take the moment, and I suggest you all to taste those words before you start feeding them to someone else. Yes, I'm grateful today. So the words are now placed into the law. It's done. It's complete. And all I have to do is step out of the way and let God do what God does. And we all know God does a good job. And we all say together, and so it is.
Thank you, Callista, for that powerful, powerful work. Beautiful treatment. Gratitude. Mm-hmm. And thank you, Deborah. Thank you for that grounding meditation. Thank you. Okay, so please join me in the reading of our vision and mission statement. It can be found to the right of me, but also on the QR codes that are in the back of the chairs, and those of you sitting on the front row don't have that option, and then you can take a picture, but they're to the right of me. Our vision: a loving and peaceful world where all of humanity is honored as the divinity within is experienced. And our mission: the center of peace is a loving, inclusive, and vibrant community that utilizes and demonstrates spiritual principles and practices to cultivate powerful individuals who together create peace throughout the world. Welcome. And so it is. Now, please stand and join me in the singing of our congregational song, I'm One. And if you downloaded the QR code, you will find it there, and there are some copies around if you require it. And this was pinned by our licensed retired practitioner, Bayless Webb. We love you, Bayless. I'm One.
Holy Spirit, and it dwells inside of me. This perfect Spirit, pure loving Spirit, rests in everything I see. God walks beside me, protects and guides me. It's ever with me. I trust His power, God's healing power. His love surrounds me, and this I know. I live in Spirit, I breathe in Spirit. It lives within me, and so I am a Spirit. I think a Spirit, its life is my life. I know God's life is my life. I know God's life is my life. I know.
If you would please remain standing, and I'm going to ask those that are wearing the love frequency charm if they would tune us up. Please play your... And I'm going to ask while you're standing to turn around and look into the eyes of someone close by and just send them love and remind them that they matter. And you are glad that they are here. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you. In this moment in our service, I'm going to again welcome everyone. Those of you that may have just joined us, those of you that may have just joined us via Facebook, welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, yes, Reverend Tawana is away. So grateful she had the opportunity to be away. So grateful she will be coming back next week. Yes, so deserved, but I miss her. I'm sure you do too. Okay, I would be remiss if I did not say that our musician today is our brother, Stephen Wise Cottrell. We are so honored to have him with us. Thank you. All right. You didn't have that written down for me to say, so I didn't say it. Must be because it's a birthday, I don't know. If we have anyone visiting us for the first time, and if you are comfortable, if you would please stand so that we can give you a Center of Peace welcome. Yes, thank you. So, welcome. So if you could continue to stand just for a second, we are going to send love from our heart through our hands to you as we say together, welcome to the Center of Peace. We know who you really and truly are. You are the divine emanation. Guys, you're supposed to be saying this with me. Let's start over. Okay. You say it after me. Okay, so we say, I say, you say. Okay. Welcome to the Center of Peace.
Welcome to the Center of Peace.
We know who you really and truly are.
We know who you really and truly are.
The divine emanation of spirit.
The divine emanation of spirit.
We thank God for you.
We thank God for you.
We bless you and we honor you.
We bless you and we honor you.
Welcome to the Center of Peace.
Welcome to the Center of Peace.
You may be seated. Thank you. I'm going to turn it over to Marie now for announcements.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's so beautiful here. And it's so beautiful outside after all that rain, isn't it? All righty, I'm going to make the announcement short and sweet today. Typically, this is the time of year when we have our biannual meeting, which is the time for us to update the community and the congregation on the activities of the past 6 months. We have done this in a variety of different ways, virtually and live, and this year we will be providing that update via a written communication. So if you stay tuned, you will hear more about that. In reference to the parking lot, we want to remind you that the parking lot gate will remain open until 1:30 p.m. If the gate is down when you leave, you need to get a token from the back building, down on the left in the door. Also, the lines are very faint in the parking lot. When parking in the middle, please pull up as far as you can to allow cars to park in the second row, leaving enough room for the cars to easily pass through the lot. All righty. Another request, we ask that you cover any liquids consumed in the sanctuary. to maintain the pristine beauty of our chairs. And we know we love our chairs, right? Reverend Twana, we miss you. All righty. Practitioners will be available for prayer after service, as they always are, and that they are available throughout the week for meditation and for prayer. Also like to bring up Rita. As I leave, you could come and share with us your class that we're really excited about. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I thought since I was up here, I might as well talk about my class. So we have an upcoming foundations class starting, I believe, November 1st. It is a 5-week class. It's going to be on Wednesdays from 6:30 to 8:30 via Zoom. Myself and Sandra Forrest are facilitating. Your investment for this class is your time. There is no financial cost for the class. This course is designed to uncover beliefs, thoughts, and behaviors around relationships, money, and health, using powerful tools to discover how to improve in those areas where necessary and grow in areas that are already good. So I look forward to some of you signing up. I look forward to the class. It's one of my passions, and I'm complete. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. So happy to be aligned with my extended family again in this same month, or was it in the last 2 months, right? So this song is dedicated to all of you, but especially the birthday sister. Happy Earth Day, Earth Strong birthday. May this be the best one yet. All right? And this is a song about fulfilling the most highest calling that a human can do, and that's to be in service.
Day. Walk with their broken dreams that always seem to fade away. Everybody once in life has to carry a heavy load. Whenever you give, you always get back and shine brighter than gold. I want to be a walking stick. Be a walking stick. Yeah. So anybody can lean on. A walking stick to carry through any storm. Walk with the lonely, need a brighter day. Walk with the children who always seems to fade away. Everybody once in life has to call upon a friend. Let it be you that always comes through. Then maybe my friends, they might be a walking stick. I want to be a walking stick. Be a walking stick. How's the song go? So anybody can lean on. Be walking stick. Whoa, yeah. So anybody through when it's strong to be selfless and giving brings the best out in humanity. Together, by caring, creates the harmony the planet truly needs. Be a walking stick. Whoa, yeah. So anybody can lean on. Be a walking stick. Oh. To carry through any storm. When you come with the walking stick, when you come then sweep on it. The old and the youth them I use it. Come on, help us is stronger and must live longer. Yes, be positive all the way. Whoa. Be a walking stick. I wanna be, yeah. So anybody can lean on. Be a walking stick, yeah. To carry through any storm. Yes, I can, yes, you can, yes, we can. Yes, I will, yes, you will, yes, we will. Oh, yeah. Yes, I can, yes, you can, yes, we can. Every day and every way. Yes, I will, yes, you will, yes, we will. Be a walking stick. See me, I come with the walking stick. You can't lean on it. The old and the youth, them, they must abuse it, never abuse it. Whoa. A walking stick, y'all. Give thanks. You know, the last time I performed this song, right, was at the Centerpiece. How many years ago? 9 years ago. You left. So I had to dust it off, you know.
Good morning, Centerpiece. So, for those of you who don't know, the first week in every month, the first Sunday in every month is Peace Sunday. So with that, I have 4 peace quotes that I'm going to read. For each person you pass who looks like they are having a hard day, repeat silently, "May you find peace." That's by Sarah Bowen from Spiritual Rebel. I am not the victim of the world I see. I invented the world I see. There is another way of looking at the world. I can see peace instead of this. And that's from A Course in Miracles. The secret of life, of abundant life, with its strength, its felicity, and its unbroken peace, is to find the divine center within oneself and to live in and from that center instead of in that outer circumference of disturbances. And that's by James Allen. And lastly, I seek the enlargement of my heart that there may be room for peace. Howard Thurman. Now, if you would all please stand and repeat after me the affirmation. I only speak of peace.
I only speak of peace.
And respond with actions of peace.
And respond with actions of peace.
With the expectation that my life is an expression of peace.
With the expectation that my life is an expression of peace.
Thank you. You may be seated. And now for today's reading. The conditions of peace. Peace is inevitable to those who offer peace. Peace is an attribute in you. You cannot find it outside. When you wish for peace, it's genuine. The means for finding it is given in a form that each mind that seeks for it in honesty we can understand. Whatever form the lesson takes is planned for him in such a way that he cannot mistake it if his asking is sincere. But if he asks without sincerity, there is no form in which the lesson will meet with acceptance and be truly learned. I want the peace of God. To say these words is nothing, but to mean these words is everything. The mind which means that all it wants is peace must join with other minds, for that is how peace is obtained. The only way to have peace is to teach peace. Do you not think the world needs peace as much as you do? Do you not want to give it to the world as much as you want to receive it? For unless you do, you will not receive it. When you have accepted your mission to extend peace, you will find peace, for by making it manifest, you will see it. Remember that you came to bring the peace of God into the world. If peace is the condition of truth and sanity and cannot be without them, where peace is, they must be. This reading is from Gifts from A Course of Miracles, page 96. And the affirmation and reading were both submitted by licensed practitioner Callista Dorsey. Thank you.
All right, this next song is dedicated to our speaker for today, the lovely Jerry Walker, by request. What time was it that you texted me this morning?
You all are telling on each other today.
She's like, put it in early. Okay, I'm not mad at you. So yes, this is that song about when you look in somebody's eyes and you get that twinkling, like, I've known you before, I've seen you before, but I don't ever remember in this life. So, something in there lets me know that I know you, right? It's one of those songs it's a love song, romantic love song, but it's also a love song, divine love. So it has that dual, that multi-purpose spirituality to it.
And it's always evolving because he's added some.
Let's try that again.
Something in your eyes makes me know that I know ya. Feels like many lifetimes before. Yeah, in and out of galaxies and black holes together, down through the ages of time and more. Simply know that I love you till eternity. But the spirit's the same. Oh, zillion lifetimes. I'm so glad that you're with me. Check it out. People think I'm crazy, feeling the way that I do. That I can't deny, 'cause I'm crazy, crazy about you. Spiritual love is the highest. It fulfills your life and makes you a complete human. No matter what happens, I'm all in with you. I loved you a zillion lifetimes. A zillion lifetimes. Yeah, yeah. A zillion lifetimes. Over and over and over again. Oh, a zillion lifetimes. A zillion lifetimes. I love you. Yeah. A zillion lifetimes. I've loved you. A zillion lifetimes. So many times before. Oh yeah. A zillion lifetimes. A zillion lifetimes. I'm not dreaming, I assure ya. I know I'm not dreaming. My spidal senses can't ignore it. I know what I know, what I know comes from a feeling I have deep within, where logic goes right out the door. Remember, I will always love you till eternity. I've loved you a zillion lifetimes. So many times before. A zillion lifetimes. Over and over and over again. Oh, a zillion lifetimes. Zillion lifetimes. I love you a zillion lifetimes. I love you a zillion lifetimes. I love you. I can feel it in my bones. I know, I know, I know, I know. I've loved you. I've loved you so many times before. Hey, hey, yeah. I've loved you a zillion lifetimes. I've loved you a zillion lifetimes. That sounds like back in the doo-wop days right there. Give thanks.
Thank you. Let's have another round of applause for Steve, Marcy, and Kamara. Yes. That's what I call finding your tribe. Yes. And I know I found mine. Yeah. So, you know, I considered it such an honor to get to introduce our speaker, my sister, the face of God. And when I contacted her, I said, well, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to read what's on the website? She said, oh, no. That's what I heard from your text. It's too long. So I cut it down because she is so much. And I do invite you to go on to the website and read who our sister Jerry Walker is. Because she's taking that face of God all over the world. However, as I was sitting there, I got a download, and I always pay attention to the download. And I said, today, in addition, it's my honor to also have present our practitioner that's on leave, her daughter, Ronna Walker. And that's who I think should introduce her. So I'm going to ask Ronna to please come up.
Hi, everyone. Some of you know me. I see some new faces, so hi. So I surprised my mom this morning. I just got in from Greece late last night, and she just happened to mention, as she does, oh, I'm having cataract surgery. Hey, Dad. Or, by the way, I'm speaking tomorrow, so I just found out late last night. So I'm so excited to be here and to just let you know that my mother is freaking phenomenal. She's very understated, very humble, as she quietly crushes it. So for those of you who don't know her, I'll just let you know that she is a master practitioner. She is someone who is an alchemist. So whatever she touches turns to gold. And as she's gotten older, she's gotten freer. She's gotten more confident in who she is. She is less concerned about thoughts of others. And in this teaching, what you think of me is none of my business, right? So just knowing that about Geraldine Hendricks Walker. Okay, I'm gonna add in the Ruth part. Geraldine Ruth, we just found out was her middle name. Geraldine Ruth Hendricks Walker. She is here to just share her journey and to let you know that all is in divine order. And I will give a little bit of background. So she majored in French, minored in Spanish at the University of Pittsburgh. She also became a Delta undergrad, roar. And she also has led many organizations. She has been the city representative, director of commerce under Mayor Good. She worked with little ones in preschool, so she's done all of it. And I'll say that I guess her most impressive feat is being married to my dad for 59 years. So give a shout out for that, right? Okay. And most recently, my mom has created something that I will not reveal the name of it, but she has actually executed it at the Behavioral Wellness Center at Girard. It's a dual diagnosis facility for people dealing with heroin addiction, psychiatric issues, and substance alcohol issues. And so from that, I had to get her to say this. I'm the one that pushes her out front in terms of, really saying, you have to hype yourself up, right? So people know exactly what's going on. So I'll say in 2019, 21, 22, and 23, the Behavioral Wellness Center was named one of the top addiction centers in the U.S. by Newsweek. And she is the president and CEO. So the last piece I want to say is that my mom, at the age of 73, became the president and CEO of the Behavioral Wellness Center. And so I believe that it's never too late, and she's a great example of that. She rebranded, it used to be called Girard Medical Center. She rebranded it, the Behavioral Wellness Center at Girard, brought them through bankruptcy, and she just finished doing a fundraising gala. I'm sure it raised even more money. The first year raised $75,000. This year, hopefully more. But she is always infusing mind, body, and spirit in all that she does. And so from that, people are having very different experiences from the clients, the staff, administrators, and people who learn about it. So the phenomenal Jerry Walker.
It's nice to have a daughter who loves you. I asked Stephen for that song because it is a love song and it is spiritual. I've loved you a zillion lifetimes. That's a call and response song. It's Spirit saying that to us, and it's us saying that to Spirit. And between that and the little love toony things, I am like, zzz. I'm gonna look at these papers and see if I can remember what I wanted to talk to you about. So, you know this year is Let That Ish Go. Plant that in your head. October's theme is Be Resolved. And Reverend Twana said, this month is about abundance, but you can talk about anything you want. So keep all of that in your mind. First, I want to tell you a story. There's a Christian who's hiking in the woods. He comes upon an angry bear. The bear stands up on its hind legs and growls, clearly preparing to charge. In a panic, the Christian starts to run, and then he realizes he's at the edge of a cliff and the bear is still coming. So he drops to his knees and asks God to make this bear a good Christian bear. To the hiker's amazement, the bear drops to its knees, puts its paws together as if to pray. "Thank you, Lord," exclaims the Christian. "Thank you, Lord," exclaims the bear, "for the meal I'm about to receive." Now, for some of you, that was a new story. For some of you who were here last week, you heard it from Betty. So I'm making a point here. We all have stories. Some of them stick in our mind and drive our lives. Some of them are always there. And some of them, if you've heard it enough times, kind of go away. But how many of you, when you hear those stories, the stories that kind of keep going, the ones about hurt, the ones about grudges, the ones that don't make you feel so good, but you keep telling it. You tell it to your friends, you say it again to your family, you let it run and run and run. Well, the truth of the matter is that you don't have to do that. I realized that I had a story running that I had no idea was running. I took my mom to the eye doctor at Wills Eye Hospital last week. And I'm sorry, it wasn't at Wills Eye, it was at Lankenau. And you know those contraptions that they put, you put your chin up in it, and all of a sudden, I got this flashback. I got hit in the eye with a zipper in a cloakroom when I was 5. And I spent a great deal of time at Wills Eye Hospital. But that contraption didn't look the way it looks now. It came around. It was almost like that Hannibal Lecter thing, you know? Came around. It was pressed on your head. It pushed in here. And you could not move. And suddenly, it came to me. I have a challenge with small spaces and elevators and crowds of people when I can't get out. And so that story was subconsciously going. And as I thought about it, I was like, oh, that's where that comes from. So just right out of the box, I want you to think about any stories that are running your lives. The ones that we say that are so humorous that we talk about with our families and we laugh about them. What might be under that story that's not so funny? What might be there that's really affecting the way you live your life? They're just not stories that we tell ourselves. There's absolutely stories that the society tells us. I was reading Barron's, which is a financial newspaper, and they have been saying for months, we're moving into a recession, we're moving into a recession. Clearly, we're going to have a great deal of unemployment in order to be able to have a robust economy. Well, what's happening is that unemployment is going down. And all of these people who have been telling us this story are being forced to rethink what they're saying about the economic models, quote unquote, that they've been putting on the society. So with all this going on and trying to figure out what I was going to talk about today, I figured I should go into meditation. Bless you. There's a tissue over here. But I didn't have to go into meditation. All of a sudden, and it's interesting that Deborah came from the Bible this morning, this phrase kept coming over and over and over again. In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not true, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there may you be also. And whither I go ye know, and the way ye know. It kept coming up. Now, all of that didn't come up because I don't know the Bible that well. What came up was, I go to prepare a place for you. In my Father's house, there are many mansions. So as I read it, I said, I need to go deeper. I want to go metaphysically deeper into what is that actually saying? What is that story saying? I wanted to go into it metaphysically, and I wanted to go into it scientifically. Many mansions, rooms, places, dimensions, possibilities, lifetimes. What I do know is when I heard that scripture in my mind, I instinctively knew it was true. That there is so much more to life than we as humans can possibly begin to understand or imagine. You know, we learned in school that there were 3 dimensions: length, width, and depth. Now scientists are saying there may be as many as 10 dimensions. Michael Goebel, who is an Australian professor, lays them out for us. Space, as I said, length, width, and depth. Temporal, measured in seconds. Material, measured in kilograms. Electrical, measured in amperes. Thermal temperature, in degrees. Optical, luminosity, in candelas. Radiological, radiation, measured in grays. And chemical substance in moles. Scientists have so many theories. And we tend to think that those theories are the truth. They are what they are. They're theories. As my son used to say when he was young, I just thunk it up. That's exactly what each of us does. We just think it up. They've come up with quantum physics, string theory, the idea of a multiverse, parallel universes, all attempts to explain our reality. Dr. Paul Leon Masters, who has done a lot with New Thought, speaks of simultaneous time dimensions. How many of you saw the movie Sliding Doors? It was with Gwyneth Paltrow, and basically it was about a woman whose life, love, career all depended on whether she got on a certain train or not. And the movie goes on to show parallel lives, if she had chosen this or if she had chosen that. And then I just finished reading a book called The Book of Two Ways by Jodi Picoult, which refers to Book of the Two Ways, which is a carving in the floor of the coffins in Middle Egypt, which show a map of the Netherland. Not motherland, Netherland, the underworld. And the map shows a path where they have to choose to navigate, to get around a lot of different things, most of them bad, and across the lake of fire. And the choice is between whether you go here to the blue sky or here to the dark. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? All the way back in Egypt. So when I think about these choices, I know the reality. In my Father's house, there are many mansions. There are unlimited dimensions, unlimited possibilities, and that everything is the substance that is spirit vibrating at different levels. There is one house. That house has no walls. It's one house. And there are many places of abundance that we can choose from. And how do we choose? Through clear, consistent, focused thought, fueled by feeling and conviction, and by letting all those little crazy stories go. If the hiker had been more specific in his request, instead of deciding what a Christian was, because I'm sure in his mind it was peace, love, brotherhood, the bear's idea of it was gratitude. If the hiker had been more specific, he probably would have said, let this bear turn around and remember that he just had a full meal. So in this context, I really want to talk to you about choice and what that word actually means. Because it's good that there's so much out there for us. If we're not choosing it, it doesn't really matter, does it? If you go to the buffet table and see all that food, you choose what you want. Or you try to take some of all of it and then you don't eat it all. Choice is the act of selecting or making a decision when faced with two or more possibilities. A range of possibilities from which one or more may be selected. So I want to read something to you from Science of Mind. It's so interesting to me that as a practitioner, we had to read this book. You see this book? And every time I look for something, I'm like, I don't remember reading that. I really don't remember reading that. But in the Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes says, we are allowed to choose. You have permission to choose. And I am going to update this gender-wise because Ernest was a man, so he spoke as a man. Man and woman have the ability to choose what he or she will do with his or her life, and is unified with a law which automatically produces his or her choice. While he or she does not have the ability to destroy the idea of him or herself, he or she does have the ability to deface it, to make it appear discordant, but he cannot destroy the divine image. The divine image is ours. Each of us has it. That's who we are. And the more we embrace that, the more we will see manifested in our lives what it is we want to see in our lives. We live in a universe of love as well as a universe of law. One is the complement of the other. The universe of law pulsating with feeling, with emotion, and the universe of law is the executor of all feeling and all emotion. This last sentence, there is a perfect concept of man and woman held in the mind of the universe as an already accomplished fact. But man, woman, is subject to the law of his or her own choice. So just think about it. I know we don't like to hear this sometimes, but our lives reflect our choices. And you say, but I didn't choose this. I remember at our prac retreat, one of our practitioners said, but I've been thinking about what I want. I really have been thinking about what I want, and then it's not coming. And so the question is, how have you been thinking about it? And have you been double thinking? And that's what happens most of the time. There's faith. There's nothing but faith. And we know that this is what we desire in our lives. And then split second, maybe a couple minutes, you're like, I'm not seeing anything come up from all this faith I had. Nope, let me start again. But that's called double thinking. Your energy can't be focused if you're not right there. So choosing thought. You cannot live a choiceless life. Every day, every moment, every second, there is a choice. If it were not so, we would not be individuals. You have the right to choose what we wish to experience. We have the right to choose the kind of companions with whom we wish to associate, to say in what city and in what type of house we should like. We are individuals, and the only way we can be individuals is to be spontaneous. There can be no choice unless there's something from which to choose. Otherwise, the ability to choose would be merely a fantasy. Therefore, there must be not only the possibility of choice, but the liability of experiencing that which is chosen. A certain specific intelligent idea in mind will produce a certain specific concrete manifestation equal to itself. One infinite creative power, but countless numbers of forms which change as the specific idea behind them changes. There is my Father's house, but there are many mansions in it. Can you begin to imagine that? Can you begin to imagine that anything you desire in your life is available? Can you begin to imagine that everything, all that God is yours? That the gifts have already been given. If we go back to simultaneous dimensions, I like that one by the scientists, by the way. That's the one that I grab onto. That there are many, 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 many slices of whatever is. And it's up to me which one of those slices I want. I'll tell you from a personal point of view, and I may have mentioned this before a long time ago. There was a time in my life where $25,000 was the magic number. If I could get a contract for $25,000, I would be so happy. And I kept getting contracts for $25,000, one at a time. And it finally dawned on me that $25,000 wasn't really enough money. And I thought about it, and I was like, why have you limited yourself to $25,000? What is that about? I don't know where that came up as a magic number. But I actually made a choice and said, I want and desire all the good that is mine. All of it. Every bit of it. I don't know how it's going to come. I'm not going to try to figure that out. But I want all of it. Because I deserve it. I'm a child of God. What the heck? $25,000? I could be a child of God and get $25,000 and be very happy. But I wasn't happy. And I decided that I needed something different. So the choice There's a process for making that choice. Getting rid of those stories. If you have to go into meditation to free up your mind, if that's your process, then that's what you need to do. To let go of all those limiting thoughts. All of them. All of them. The ones that say, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too black, I'm too white, I'm too whatever you can come up with. Let it go, because you're not. Did you hear the thing about divine image? That's who you are. That's who you are. And let that still small voice tell you what it told me. In my Father's house there are many, many mansions. And then the song, I'll love you a zillion lifetimes. Love is the unconditional giving of sufficient, caring attention to that which results in the highest quality of life for all concerns. That's not mine, that's Michael Goebel. The Father, the Mother, the all-giving Spirit has already given you all the gifts. It's up to you, from a spirit of gratitude from what you already have, to choose to desire what you want in your life. Choose the dimension you wish to reside in. The level of vibration you desire to demonstrate and feel. The path you choose to take. For I'll say it again, and I hope it stays with you. In my Father's house, in my mother's house, in the Almighty's house, there are many mansions full of abundance waiting for you. And the word choice is not by accident. There's a difference between a house and a mansion. The word is telling you, yes, there's a space, but there's opulence and abundance and overflowing because they're mansions. God will love us. That inner spirit loves us a zillion lifetimes. And if we stay aligned, we'll be in love with it a zillion lifetimes. I leave you with, redundancy is my forte. For in my Father's house, there are many mansions full of abundance waiting for you. Let us go into prayer. Practitioners. And as we breathe in this understanding that there is only one Spirit, one God, one presence, one power, and it is eternal. It has no beginning, no end. It is before Alpha and beyond Omega. It is higher than anything we can imagine, deeper than we could ever go, wider than we can stretch. I know that the abundance that is available to each and every one of us is always overflowing, waiting for us to open up and choose to receive. Choose to know that each of us is deserving. For there's no separation between each of us and the Most High. We are one. And as we allow that to sink in, as we allow that to nudge us, as we allow us to open up our heads and our minds and our spirits to the possibility of all the paths, all the dimensions, all of the ways that we can live our lives, we breathe and we choose how we want to feel when we are loved, how we want to feel when we are flooded with abundance, how we want to feel when we are whole, perfect, and complete. And fueled with that feeling, we choose. We don't have to choose one mansion. We can choose all of them. They're all open to us. The life you lead, the life I lead, is the very same life. We have chosen different things. I affirm right now that each one of you, each person in this sanctuary, decides to choose to receive all the good that is theirs. I affirm it with such conviction that I know that it is true. And I am grateful. I'm grateful to be able to speak these words. I am so grateful to know that I've been and will be loved a zillion lifetimes. I'm so grateful to know that I will love. I will love Spirit. I will love God. I will love the divine image that I am a zillion lifetimes. I affirm this for each and every one of you. And I say thank you, Mother, Father, Almighty God. I place these words into the law. The creative mind of God, the executor of all my words, they never, ever come back void. I let them go. I let them be. And together we anchor this prayer by saying, and so it is.
Child of this universe, the ocean dances at my feet. The wind plays a melody through my hair. I am loved at every turn. I am kissed by mother. The sun warms me in its embrace. The stars have a light for me in the sky. I am honored by all life. I am held by Father Time. Every blade of grass, every shaking leaf on the tree, every mountain top sings of the glory of God moving through me, moving through you. Oh. I
so it is.
Come on, guys. We got to give it up for our sister. Yes, yes. And we also have to give it up for Al. Al always listens to that download and always comes up with the absolute perfect song to play. So thank you, Al. That's a ministry in its own. And I just had to speak it because I think it every time I get up for prayer, whether I'm here or I'm watching it on Zoom. You always, you are in tune with whatever is being spoken. And I am so grateful for you. Thank you, Al. Now, I'm going to ask that it's that time in our service where we get to give to the center of peace. So I'm going to ask our ushers to come up. And as they're doing so, if you take your offering, tithe or offering in your hand, and I know a lot of us give online, so you might want to symbolically put your hand over your heart. And we take this time to turn within and we say, thank you, Father, Mother, God, for all of the gifts and for this energetic flow of our gifts, for all that we have seen and unseen that goes forward for the growth and expansion of the center of peace, knowing that we are blessed for all that we receive, and the giver is blessed 1,000,000 times over. And we do give thanks. We do give thanks. So it is.
You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter. You're my friend till the end, you're my dreams, you're my father. You're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere in the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss. The gift to realize that everything
all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all, for it all. Grateful for it all.
You're the blessings every time I try to count. You're the lessons that I learn every time I turn around. You're the water when I'm burned every time I think I found everything I'm looking for. You're the sign saying stop to take a bow and keep moving forward. Then start looking towards your heart. It'll open all the doors and only then you'll start to hear the world singing chorus with your mind and heart. Aligned in purpose, everything
All
will
that
feel
I
gorgeous.
am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all,
Every day I sit and pray 'cause what I have is more than I deserve or could ever imagine. How do I get back to
all of this magic and spread the love so everybody can have it. Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, if I got a family or if I'm all alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain and moan. But there's a million things that I can be grateful for.
So I lift my hands now, and I open my heart, and my gratitude goes out to everything near and far. All that I am, all that I see,
Everything I hope and
all
everything
that
I
I've
dream,
been, and all that I'll ever be
down and feel all the
is a
blessings. Everything I am and
It's
everything
so
I see, everything I
amazing,
hope and everything I
and
dream,
I'm
everything I feel and everything I need. I'm grateful for it all.
all
It's
that I
amazing.
am,
Everything I am and
all
everything
that
I
I
see,
see,
everything I hope and
all
everything
that
I
I've
dream,
been,
everything I
and
feel
all
and
that
everything I
I'll
need. I
ever
look
be
down and feel all the
is a
blessings. Everything I
blessing.
am and
It's
everything
so
I see, everything I
amazing,
hope and everything I
and
dream,
I'm
everything I
grateful
feel
for
and everything
it
I need. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing.
Grateful for it all.
You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize that everything is a gift.
And so it is. Yes, yes. Thank you. So it's time for our closing song. Could our choir members please come forward? And while they're coming forward, just a reminder that our practitioners are available for prayer after service.
Take a second as one of the leaders of the music ministry to just tell everybody how amazing this man is. So last Sunday around 5:30, 6 o'clock, I get this call, and Al says, "Guess what I found?" I said, "Where are you?" He was back here in this room pulling out equipment that has been there since we moved here, because he's determined to find the parts that we need to make our own bandstand.
Yes.
So again, Al, kudos to you. And Vern, we love you too.
Yes, Vern.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
You're the quiet strength back there in the corner. Yeah, both of you are amazing. Thank you.
There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all by myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you're discouraged, trying just to make it through another day, you have got to let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it all go.
Let it go.
And this is what you have to say. Everybody. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. No more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife.
see.
I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife.
No more strife.
With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God.
As we journey on throughout the week, allow yourself to look for the limiting stories you're ready to let go, and let that ish go. And so it is.
So it is.
You can't run, you sure can't hide. The thing you fear will chase you down. You can't cheat or live those lies. Shadows must give way to the light. When your mind is full of unnecessary thoughts and the world is pulling you down, lift your head up high, get your chin up off the ground. Remember, you're standing in the light. When your heart is full with the clutter of your life and the rain is falling all around, hold your head up high, pick your feet up off the ground. Remember, you're standing in the light.
There's no place
No place.
you can't be seen.
Oh no, your destiny must be fulfilled. So
Stand up now.
come on and live your dreams. Shadows will now become the light. When your mind is full of unnecessary thoughts and the world is pulling you down, lift your head up high, get your chin up off the ground. Remember, you're standing in the light. When your heart is full with the clutter of your life and the rain is falling all around, hold your head up high, pick your feet up off the ground. Remember, you're standing in the light. So when your mind is full of unnecessary thoughts and the world is pulling you down, lift your head up high, get your chin up off the ground. Remember, you're standing in the light. When your heart